Okay, hello everybody once again. So I took a bit of time. Everything is flying in this room. Okay, I took a bit more of time, and finally I can show properly a few more things which I decided in the video of yesterday to skip because I wasn't confident with the unit I myself. First of all, thank you once again to Bob Amstead from Looperlative. I was chatting with him today, and I find out he made a new firmware, and this then solved the issue with this song loop chain modus, which I was thinking why the heck is not working properly. So then I will start from that point. So Looperlative, you have two stereo track. You know from the previous video, normally I will use this loop to get these two loops together, synchron or asynchron depending on what I'm doing, but also you can do this verse, chorus, verse thingy stuff with this unit. And the cool thing is that Bob came out with this command which is called switch switch other track, and this is a very clever design because with one push of a button it permits you to go from one track to the other, also in different situations if you are recording or playing or in stop or whatever. Okay, so we got the sound. Okay, first of all, my looper is in everything is void, everything is empty, you see from the blue LED. So let's start. I'm really bad at virtual stuff, so don't expect me to do genius stuff. Let's start to record something. Okay, the octave on. So this is my first loop, and now on the effect one, I'm in the Bill Walker set for the effects. I have choose the Replace 112, which is now in this set is this switch other track, because now if I press this button, I'm in play. The second loop is void. This means we are going to stop the first loop and record the second one straight. And now you see I have Bluetooth running and the first one is in stop. Now if I push once again the button here to switch the other track, as soon as this cyclus is done, we go back to the first one, and so on and so on, of course. Then and now if everything is in stop, let me see, we're on track 2, push the button, okay, now in stop, it means we are starting recording. Now when I'm in record and I switch to the other track, so the cyclone is closed, it should switch to track 1. No, now, okay. Okay, so as you see, basically it's really easy and straightforward to do this version of stuff. The other thing I didn't show you yesterday, it's the song mode. It was also new to me, and now it's cool because we have to go into the config mode. Now when everything is blinking, I can push play, and now we enter into the select song mode. So we had actually, these are our song banks, we have actually 8 banks. For each bank you can store 2 loops. So now, for example, I'm in bank 1 with FX2. I can scroll down. Now we are in bank 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I can scroll back with effect 1. So I go to 2. Now I have to push play stop. That will load our song number 2. Of course, here now you see I don't have anything stored, but let's record something. And now if I go back, you can do this also when the loops are playing. Let's do it. Loops are playing. I can go in the config menu, play to go in the select song. Now I go back to 1, and now I am in the bank 1, and I have again back the loops I recorded before. So you can store up to 8 banks. For each bank you have 2 loops. Of course, you have, I don't know how much time. I suppose you have a total time of 7 minutes, because in the whole unit, because if I remember well, from the manual we have 128 megabytes of RAM on the unit itself without the SD card, and at the moment you don't have at all the SD card, so you can't expand on that. But well, this is how you can recall a song in this song mode, and this virtuous thingy with the switch other track option, which is really handy and simple to use actually. Okay, then I think we have some time more left. Then I will just show you some special effects which we have inside the unit. So first I'm gonna prepare something on this side. One moment, excuse me. See. Okay. The stuff I don't use so often. So okay. Now the setup is like this, that on the MIDI I reprogrammed the pedal so that on the first switch I have it's always a pair of press and hold. So on the first switch, on the press, I have this stretch function, which will just stretch the length of the loop. It's actually like the half speed, but without going. It will double the length of the loop, but not go. It won't go down 1 octave in the pitch. This is on the press, and then in the hold I have the shrink, which is totally the contrary. So it will just keep the same pitch but shorten the loop in half. So then in the middle we have the scramble. I programmed this fast scramble on hold and the medium on press, so you can see what happens when you scramble a track in 2 separate ways. And then on the right foot switch, well, we can start from that. It's just the record something new. So let's do. Of course, the classic, super classic, you have the alt speed. Which now is going backward, because when I record this loop the alt speed was engaged, so when I'm removing the alt speed the loop goes 1 octave higher than usual, but normally you would just voilà. Normally with the alt speed you go 1 octave lower, but I mean you can use the other way around as well. And of course the super classic reverse. Okay, then Another classic from the Looperlative, was already on the LP1, is this Scramble effect. You have three of those. You have the fast, the medium, and the slow. What is the difference? Just fast, it's a smaller chopping unit. Medium is a medium unit, and slows are bigger chunk in which the loop is cut out and then remangled around. So, for example, this is the medium scramble. Of course, this is also depending on the length of the loop. For example, I double this loop and I apply the medium scramble. This chunk will really anyhow longer. And if I press scramble once again, I go back to normal. And this now it's the fast scramble. And the funny thing is that you can combine this. The trick is now I have the track with the fast scramble. I do a quick overdub in between, because otherwise if I scramble the loop once again without doing this overdub, I will go back to the normal, not scrambled track, and now I can apply a medium scramble to the fast scramble track. Yeah. Okay. And then the last thing I have on the MIDI baby, it's this shrink and stretch effects, which are, let's do some. Okay, now we go for the stretch. Takes a bit to the unit to process the loop and to stretch it. So that's why there's a break when you apply it, or you have to wait a bit when you apply it. And this is now the result of a stretched loop. And of course, you can theoretically apply it as many times as you want, this stretch thing. The problem is that at some point the loop will be so long that you're gonna burst the full memory, loop memory of the looper. So 1 to 2 times it's okay. And then of course you have the other way around, which is the shrink. And I mean, it's fun to combine the both of these because are just totally glitching out the loop in wonderful ways. And of course we can apply our medium scramble and maybe the half speed. And then you end up with this. Okay, now I'm only shrinking the loop. Whatever. you can shrink it up to nonsense, so it's also a wonderful tool. Okay. Then next thing I wanna show you, and this is the last one for today, and I think with this then I more or less covered the basically everything you can, more or less everything you can do with this. And this unit you have this Quantized Replace thing, which are really cool. For example, let's go for a drone first. Okay, now I have programmed the... Let me check once again. Okay, I programmed the 112 on the effect 2 and the... Let me check once again. I think it was the 1/10 on the effect 1. So this permits us to replace with a precise quantification of the loop length at point of our loops, so that we have stuff like this then happening. And of course, as my good friend Bill Walker and Rick Walker told me, it's also cool to sometimes replace the silence. And now we do some bit of scramble. Yeah.